Mike at the Success Hub, and I'm coming live to you from Boston at the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and Museum. We've been here all day, and I just really wanted to sort of share some things that we've sort of looked at inside there. And I think one of the most famous speeches that JFK ever made was his September the 12th 1962 "We're going to go to the moon" speech at Rice University in Texas. And if you're not familiar with that, I'll put a link down below after we've posted this video about that speech. And in 1962, if you think the space race only just really started, you know, the Russians and the Americans had gone round in orbit of the moon, sorry, apologies, the Earth, but no real sort of progression past that, and it was very experimental. And you know, probably the technology inside the spaceships at the time were probably not much more than the electrical devices that we have in you know, our homes today. So for somebody as a, you know, technically was classed as the leader of the, you know, the free world, to stand there and say, you know, we're going to make a commitment. And what I loved about it was, we're going to make a commitment to go to the moon, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. And today we hear about audacious goals and things like that, and I just really want you to sort of comment below, what is your audacious goal? We came out of the JFK sort of museum and library, and I was speaking to Alistair, and he said that, you know, if you sort of, you know, have that audacious goal, and you know, what does that look like, and then if you put a naught at the end of that, and how does that look like again, and what are you going to do to sort of try and achieve that? And I really think that if in business you want to sit there and you want to just sort of be idle with it, and you're just plodding through with normal forecasts and, you know, normal sort of turning up to work and doing whatever you're doing and things like that, however will you go to the next level? And you know, in Kennedy's case, and you know, the United States, they actually made the moon July 20th 1969, some 8 years, or just short of 7-8 years after obviously he made that famous speech. And his commitment, and you know, was pretty strong, because he talks about you know, going to the moon, but the key defining factor is he actually talks about going to the moon before the end of this decade. And again, you're looking at 1960s. So, you know, September the 12th, 1962, nearly 1963. So in less than 7 years, you know, if you're talking about one hell of a audacious goal, you're talking about that in less than 7 years to, you know, design something, you know, and the technology and the science and the physics that goes behind that, you know, you can only just imagine what that looks like. So I'm challenging you today. You know, it's coming to the weekend there in the UK, you know, it's probably getting into late Friday night, but I'm challenging you, you know, for your business, what's your audacious goal? What is it? You know, can you make it, times it by 5, times it by 10, you know, always keep it realistic, but push the hell out yourself, you know, like the space race program of the 1960s. And I just thought it was really inspiring to sort of share that with you, because it's not often enough that we do that. We're not, you know, either as business owners we're not pushed enough, as business owners, you know, we can sort of rest on our laurels a little bit. As business owners, I think, you know, not having that motivation or that drive or that goal to really push yourself out is damaging business, it's damaging commerce, you know, it's restricting us growth, it's, you know, it's restricting employment opportunities, it's restricting you guys creating something awesome, which I know you can do. I just don't know if you can see this in the background. There's a sailing boat just sort of over my shoulder there. That's John F. Kennedy's boat that he used to sail from 1932. It's sort of all been restored and kept here at the presidential sort of library and museum, and then for the winter they take it back to the naval docks for storage, but they bring it out there. And the building here is awesome. It's really architectural. I'm not sure if you can see it again over my shoulder, but there's like a huge American flag hanging in there. The patriotism and things like that is awesome, you know, here, whether it's at the sports games or, you know, just in general buildings, you know, they seem to be proud to put a badge on the lapel. And you know, whilst I'm very proud to be English, I can't always say the same for my home country about that, you know, and how patriotic are we compared to how the Americans play it. But just sort of wrapping up on this, think about it again. John F. Kennedy, September the 12th, 1962, made it a commitment that they will go to the moon in this decade, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. And the key factor there is because it's hard. So put a comment below when you pick this up, if it's later tonight or Saturday morning. I'd love to hear what your audacious goal is. Tell me what it is. Let's see if we can work on it together. Let's see if we can get our team on it to answer these questions for you. See how we can give you some advice or some guidance to get you on there. So just leave a comment below. Tell me what your big audacious goal is. What is your moon mission? What is your mission to the moon? What is your, how hard are you going to make this to really get going there? And if you think anything's easy, it ain't. So you've got to accept first it's hard, but then figure out, give yourself a goal by a specific period. I'm going to achieve X. Double it, triple it, do whatever you need to do. Just really go for it. Leave me a comment. Let's see where we go. So that's me signing off from the JFK Presidential Library. I'm good. We're off now, off to Fenway Park to watch the Boston Red Sox play Houston Astros on a baseball game in the Major League. So we're going to have a sort of bit of an evening with that there. But again, please do leave me a comment below. I'd love to help you understand what your goals are. Let's see if we can get you organised with them. And we just take a little bit of a lesson out of history. That even in the 60s, when technology were where it were, ultimately, they can take, a piece of tin, wired up electrics, rocket boosters, and stick a man on the moon. So I think that's pretty awesome achievement. I'd like to see what your moon mission is. And as always, to make sure you're getting the game, go do the hustle, go make it happen. I'll catch up with you real soon.